start by taking the lowest paying job in your organization, and this becomes your first grade level. So let's pretend, for purposes of this example, that the accounting clerk 1 is the lowest level. Your initial salary range will start with a midpoint, which is $37,800, the market median for that role. So here's an example of a traditional salary range which was built using a 15% difference between grade levels and a 50% spread between the minimum and the maximum. To create the calculated minimum, you take 80% of the midpoint, and for the maximum, you take 1.20 and multiply that by the midpoint. When there is a 50% spread, we refer to that as a traditional salary range. Broad bands, which is another way to put in a salary structure, will have much wider spreads between the minimum and the maximum, in the neighborhood of 70 to 80% and higher. The example on this page is a calculated range in its purest form. It won't stay this way because we will use rounding and other practices to make sense of it. Our accounting clerk fits into this range at the grade 1 because we would compare the market median to the grade midpoint to determine which grade is appropriate. That's how you align market pricing with your salary range structure and how you set up your structure to align with your philosophy to pay at the 50th percentile. Now, there is an art to creating a salary structure, and I want you to focus particularly on the minimums at this point. You see that there are really odd numbers there, like $69,947 for grade 7. So I take the range a step further and round that up to $70,000. There's a reason for this. If you're recruiting or promoting employees to this grade, you don't want to give them a salary of $69,947. You need to be able to communicate the range in recruiting and offer terms. $70,000 is much easier to communicate.